Howdy, welcome back. In this video, we'll be installing the aileron and flap gap fairings, doing various control surface attach work, and we will wrap up with a quick laser cut part update at the end. Enjoy!
As you saw in the video there, I chose to use pull rivets in a couple of locations for the gap fairing. You'll see, especially in this shot here, just really hard to reach where that rivet was. It would have probably ended up with a folded over solid rivet. So anywho, I chose to use MSP 42 rivets. And felt comfortable with that. My understanding is it's an accepted rivet. I think it's either quick builds or previous service bulletin, something. These rivets are used in this area for the gap fairing. So these turn out really well. Next up in the video here, we'll get to attaching the aileron as well as the flap. So enjoy.
Let's go! Don't hit things with it. Treat it as thou want to be treated. Going up there. Yep. Go over there temporarily. There. Good.
Welcome to the kitchen office. Wanted to give a quick update. I've been working on one-off projects up until this point. Off camera, a good example here is the aileron trim. So really straightforward, really one of those fun, quick win types of projects. Axel's making an appearance because he hears my voice. But yeah, one of those really fun, quick win projects. Nothing too crazy about it, but it's one of those satisfying ones where within about a day or so, you can start with a pile of parts and end up with a pretty satisfying completed part. So finding a battery here. So holding the camera one-handed and everything. Yeah, so there you go. Just using a 9-volt battery. You'll see it operates. Yeah, when you switch the polarity, the motor goes in the opposite direction. So anyhow, fun little project, quick little win. Kind of like some of the things I've been doing. So stepping into the interior portion of the shop. And kind of hard to see, I'm backed in the corner of the house, so hopefully this is in frame, but I did complete the section over here that controls the aileron. I understand some of this may have to come off later on, but it'll be nice to at least have a basic benchmark for where things should be, and I can do final adjustments later on if it comes to anything here. So that went really well. Other than that, moving to the other side and looking at the left wing now, you can kind of get a better picture of what I completed. You'll see this side does have torque seal on it. My understanding is the autopilot servo will go on the right wing. So got this one all torqued down. I think on the other side, I'm gonna have to undo one of these brackets, which means all this will have to come apart. So that's why I see torque seal there. But again, you'll see the completed components here. But another one of those small, satisfying projects to get done. Again, did not get on video, but it is what it is. It was a fun one. So with that, I want to give a quick update on laser cut parts and a service bulletin that just dropped. Yeah, quick update on laser cut parts. When we actually filmed, or when I had Amanda do that voiceover in the beginning, we had the understanding that laser cut parts would have a pretty significant update this week. I'm here to tell you that there was not a significant update this week. So in lieu of that, it sounds like there's more work to be done with getting not only the portal set up for replacement parts to be requested, but also the further testing that they're still doing on the existing laser cut parts. Yeah, so I did see in the forum that they'll have the portal updated and ready for people to use next week. Today, currently, is September 7th, so next week, hopefully we'll have something to request parts. Really hoping to see some updated test results as well. So that's really the only laser cut part update. It's kind of the same old story of we're all still kind of in holding, figuring out one-off little projects to do. So on the topic of one-off little projects, another fun little snippet that came down yesterday or the day before, very recently, was a new service bulletin that impacts the RV-14 as well as the RV-10. And it's for the skin at the aftmost spar of the elevators. What they found was cracking along that spar in the skin, along that spar in the back portion. So there's a service bulletin. Correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is they discovered this, I think, on the RV-14 factory plane. So I'm not sure how many thousands of hours that has, how many thousands of takeoffs it has, landings it has. It sounds like there's gonna be a group of people who will be checking theirs every year, looking for cracks in that skin. And the other side that we have the option for is doing a preventative type of repair on it, which involves pulling open the rolled edge on the leading edge of it, pulling open that rolled surface there, which doesn't sound like fun, and then getting in there with tank sealant and sealing along each of those joints on the inside of the skin where it interacts with the spar. Not sure if that helps with vibrations or what, but that was the solution that Vans has. So, on the topic of one-off little projects that we can do for the time being, I went ahead, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it just yet, because I do have completed elevators in the house there. They look beautiful and I don't want to touch them, but given that we're still waiting on this, I went ahead and placed an order for that service bulletin kit. It sounds like it comes with tank sealant, as well as the needed counterweights to counteract that added tank sealant. So I did place an order for it. It's 25 bucks on the website there. Still not 100% convinced that I'm going to do it, but it is one of those other one-off little projects that I could do between now and when we have a solution for the laser cut parts issue. So anywho, I'll probably make an update video. If I do go ahead and do that, I'll try to make it maybe its own video. I'm not sure if anyone else would like that, to see what they're going to be getting into if they are to attempt it. But with that said, that may be the next video. Next video may be prepping fuselage parts to see if I can work around what I have. I'm not quite sure. But we'll see you in that next video. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.